Hey everyone, I'm Rudy Oliva and you're watching Smokey and the Barbecue. Today's video is going to be for the absolute beginner or newcomer to charcoal grilling. This video was inspired by my friend Diego. He hit me up yesterday and was asking me about buying a grill and what I recommended. So of course I told him that I definitely recommend a Weber Kettle Grill for starting out. So today we're going to go over how to use a Weber Kettle from start to finish, and we're going to grill something that's super easy, which are burgers. So let's go ahead and get started and I'll walk you through it. All right, guys, let's go over a quick overview of what I'm going to be using today, starting out with the grill. This is my Weber Kettle Grill Premium, and the reason that I go with the Premium grill is because I like the ash catcher here at the bottom, and it also has a thermometer on the top on the lid so I can keep track of the temperature inside. The other thing that we're going to be using today that I don't normally use, but I think is great for beginners, is Kingsford briquettes. I typically use lump charcoal, but it's very uneven and it burns really hot. So for a beginner, it might be a little advanced. So Kingsford briquettes, or any briquettes for that matter, they are all the same shape and size. So your fire is going to burn nice and even. And they also create a lot of ash. So it helps keep the temperature down. Makes it just a little bit harder to burn your food. I also definitely recommend investing in one of these charcoal chimneys to get your charcoal going. They run about like 20 bucks. And also the last thing is some kind of fire starter. I like using these tumbleweeds, but again, any other type of fire starter other than lighter fluid. Please don't use lighter fluid. I don't like putting those chemicals on the charcoal that's going to burn and could get onto your food. So that's pretty much it with that. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to fire up the grill and then we'll go check out the burgers we're cooking. All right, so I'm going to open up my bag of charcoal and I'm just going to dump them in this chimney. Fill her up. All right, guys, I'm going to take a couple of these tumbleweeds, fire them up, take my charcoal. So we're going to go ahead and leave that for about 10 to 15 minutes till those coals are nice and hot. All right, guys, so I typically do make my own burger patties. However, this video today is for beginners. So I went ahead and I bought these USDA Prime burgers, which I think are absolutely delicious. I have used these before and they're really good. So we're going to season them with coarse kosher salt, coarse ground black pepper, and garlic powder. All right, going to go ahead and start with my salt. Just put a nice layer of salt over the top, not too much. Black pepper. Whoop, a little too much. Let's clean that one off. And garlic powder. Let's flip them over and repeat. All right, guys, while I'm waiting for my coals to be ready, I just want to take a quick second and talk about this awesome hat that I got. My really, really good friend Nikki is making custom hats, and she's really outdoing herself with these things. She's making all of them herself, and as you can see, she made me this Smokey and the Barbecue logo one. I absolutely love it, and I wear it everywhere. If you're interested in something like this, or even something custom, definitely check out her page, and I'm going to put a link in the description below. Also, if you use promo code Smokey from now to the end of June, you'll get a discount on your first order. So definitely check her out. All right, guys, it's been about 10 minutes and these coals are ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and pour them in. Spread them out nice and even. Put the grill grate back on. And put the lid on and let it come up to temperature a little bit. Let the grates get nice and hot. All right, let's see if I get a nice sizzle when I throw this thing on. Oh yeah, that's what it's all about right there. All right, guys, so on my Weber Kettle Grill, there are two vents. There's a bottom vent and there's a top vent. Just so you understand, the more oxygen that's flowing through the grill, the hotter the fire is going to get. So the more that you close them, the more it's going to choke down your fire, bring down your temperature. Whenever I'm doing burgers, I like to run them both wide open, get as much oxygen through there, and keep the fire nice and hot. So I'm going to give it about probably 5 minutes on one side, and then I'm going to flip them and give them maybe another 5 until they're about 160, 165 degrees internal. Just so you guys know, burgers should be cooked all the way through. Because of the fact that they're ground beef, they could have bacteria inside. So it's really important that you cook them all the way through. Oh, that smells amazing. Look at that. Give them a little flip. Ooh, this one's burning up a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and check the internal temp on these things. We're at 150, 160, so 148. This one's still got a little bit to go. 148. This one's still got a little bit to go. So for the remainder now, since they just got a couple minutes left, I'm going to go ahead and leave them uncovered so the coals get really hot and it finishes them off. All right, we're good to go. Let's go ahead and pull them off. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is our finished product. My wife topped it off with some Colby Jack cheese, barbecue sauce, and some caramelized onions that she made. Let's see how it tastes.
The best burger ever made. We can't go to the restaurant anymore. Any. Oh my god.
I'm so good. Mama's right. Now go to a restaurant again.
Thanks, Mama. All right, guys, so as you can see, it turned out great, and the whole process was pretty simple. If you have any questions, definitely leave them in the comments. Diego, I hope this helps your decision, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.